Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another Hangout and Highlight session on the Success Chronicles. I'm so excited to have Mr. Derrick Whitehead on with us, an amazing man, blessed and fortunate to achieve some really neat things in his life and goes above and beyond to help others. And so first off, thanks so much for taking the time to hang out on the Success Chronicles.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Well, I know off air, we talked about, your journey, some of the game and knowledge that you've been taught. But if you don't mind, just share a little bit about yourself so audience will have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Yeah, well, again, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
I'm Derrick Whitehead, and I do something. I have a company called Alpha Incorporated, and we've been around about 30 years. So I'm not a young guy. I was around with dirt. They didn't have the internet when I came around, and so I'm not an internet guy where I learned everything from seminars and now I'm a guru. That's a lot of hard work and a lot of education from people that actually showed me something. So I'm trying to give some stuff back. But basically, what we do is called a scratch pub code. Now, a lot of things I'm saying you won't find on the internet because these are things that are taught in skull and crossbone schools. Like you have two different business schools. So you have a business school where they go to business, you get a PhD or master's, and they teach you how to run somebody's company. That's what they're teaching you. But if you go to Yale and you go to Harvard Business School or some of those are skull and crossbone schools, they're teaching you the 15%, how to run the country and how to run the world. And you, with the business degree, work for their company to run the company. So a scratch pub code simply means you take a person from scratch, no money. Everybody's something, but from scratch, no money. With a driver's license, Social Security, you're a scratch. You go in and go from scratch to a publicly traded company or anything in between. Thus the term scratch, publicly traded company, scratch pub code. So what we teach is a scratch pub code, and we teach the three levels. So a lot of people online, I noticed a while ago, I've been teaching this stuff for free online at economicmasonry.com. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we teach at 5 o'clock California time, free. And I'm on there for hours teaching. And I have question and answers. So this is just my give back, because I think some people need a hand up, not a hand out, right? And then some people just need tax breaks like me, right? So I'm basically just doing my part to give back. I used to think I was a big shot because of all the money, and then all of a sudden I got sick, and that brought me down on my high horse. And most of the things that I do, as you may know, I think you're a spiritual man, as I am. Um, God makes our path. We make our steps, but God makes our path. And so I felt this is what I was meant to do. So what I do is I give back, but in the daytime, I'm very serious. And we do have a company, and we get people into the bank. We get them $500,000 or show them the data points that they need. So a lot of people don't understand the data points and they wish they had money, but they don't realize that you don't work for the money. It's called non-performance income. So that's what they did when they first came here. They free land and free labor. I don't work, you work. And it's the same thing today. So the only thing is today, they don't use people. they use corporations, and that's a person. A C corp is a person. And so they have a distinction between a LLC and a S corporation, and one thing that's meant to get money. You get money to do business. You don't do business to get money, and that is your C corp. The LLC is a limited liability. So people don't listen to the words; they just go in and say, "Well, this person told me I should have one." But you get money to do business. So if you want to get money, you get a C corp because that's the way they built it. 15% understands that. That's why I teach people. I say, what is the difference between Yahoo, Google, Citibank, Amazon? What do they all have in common, actually? They're all C corps. They know better. That's why they do better. So an LLC is limited liability. So if you want to give somebody some money to somebody, and they said, "Well, I have liability and I'm limited," I think you may think twice before you give them some money. So that's what happens when you walk into the bank with an LLC. That's meant to do business and for protection. A S corp is meant for investors, and a C corp is meant to get used as a special purpose entity. You can look that up. So a special purpose entity is a special. What's the special purpose, Mr. Whitehead? To get money. That's what it's for. Okay. So most people don't know that. You don't work for the money. The business is more or less an excuse to do business, because you have to have an excuse to get the money from the bank. They're not just going to give it to you. They say, "What's your business?" Or "What's your excuse?" I'm sorry. "What's your business?"
I love it. I love it. Well, just hearing you talk about your journey and all of those amazing things that you're doing, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on your definition of success. What is your definition of success?
Uh, as far as finances are concerned, because success is in many ways. If you're a painter, um, you can look at all the paintings that you created and you would be successful. It's not based on money. It's based on self-satisfaction. You're not any competition with anybody except yourself. So if you are somebody's running a race and they hit the 100 yards, and they think they've won, well, I'm in a 200-mile race, so you may have crossed the line at 100 yards, but I'm still going, because I'm in a competition with myself. I'm in a 200-mile race, and in business, they have something that's called the horizontal eight. So if I was to say that to Elon Musk or whatever, he would know what I'm talking about, right? That means that there's the eight, and then there's the horizontal eight. The horizontal eight reflects infinity. So that means there is no end to it. Once you reach a certain plateau in money, it now becomes an adventure. They call business a venture. But once you reach a certain plateau, it becomes all about the deal, and you enjoy the deal. So the success is pretty much in finance. Some people have a micro. Everybody should have a micro. And your micro is $1.5 million in assets in your company. So this means that you are an accredited investor. That makes you wealthy. You don't have to, you can lose 250,000 and not worry that your family's destroyed. So some people go in and get $200,000 and they're like, "That's great." Well, some people, that's not even a watch. Okay.
Mm.
So basically, if you have 250,000 that you've lost and you have 1.5 mil in your business worth value, not how much you have, bragging on how much money you have, anybody with any money knows nobody cares. I got $10 million, so what? Because you can go buy a yacht tomorrow and be broke. So it's not how much money you have, it's the value of your company. Oprah doesn't have $7 billion in her closet. It won't fit. It's the value of her company. It's the Amazon 150 billion. He can't put that in his trunk. It's how much Amazon is worth. Okay. So they know that if you have a sole proprietorship, you can sell that thing for 3 times the amount of what it's worth, because all companies are built to sell. Even if you don't sell them, you build them to sell, right? And then if you're a corporation, you can sell it for 6 times the amount. If you're a publicly traded company, which is easy to do, you can buy a company, buy a publicly traded company also, put that in the publicly traded company, flip it. They call that a reverse merger. Now you're publicly traded. So they don't teach us this stuff.
Mm.
Okay, but basically what I'm saying is it's not how much you have, it's how much your company is worth. Because I don't own anything. I don't have anything. This is Willie's watch. This is Willie's corporation. This is Willie's ring. We have a jewelry store in Temecula, Temecula Gold and Jewelry. We sell diamond rings and diamond jewelry and stuff like that. But I'm not bragging. I'm just saying if I could do it from a mom that was on welfare, okay, a single mom who later on became built a $50 million business moving leather out of Pakistan and stretching it and dyeing it, moving around the world for leather products. So that's my shiro. But
Yes.
if I can do it, anybody can do it.
I
Anybody.
love it.
It's just a matter of knowledge. So don't brag on people, brag on, I got this money. They can spot a rookie a mile away.
Mm.
So you build your business, and now your business should have 1 million to $1.5 million in assets, real things, not the fake money that we're getting. Credit is not real, but we use credit. We don't let credit use us. So we go in, we get the money from the bank, which is easy. Corporation, go in and get stated income, no doc, 500,000 in credit cards, leverage the money, make it look bigger, then do your taxes, and then get 1.5 million. Then you're done with the bank. That's it. Now, after that, now you go to the second level. There's 3 levels. The next level is going to be like Obama said to do. He said you can do the Jobs Act. He put the Jobs Act in. Look that up. We didn't get the memo. Obama says you can go in and order that $125 book online on Amazon. It's called the Corporate Kit. And you open that up and you'll see stock certificates. You're already wealthy. You just didn't know how to put the puzzle together. See? So you take those stock certificates, and then what do? Now you go out with a private placement memorandum that says this is who we are, sign right here, like all other investments, and you can lose your money, sign right here. And now you can go out with a private placement memorandum, a pitch deck. Nobody's going to listen to you talk about your idea forever. So most people are so interested in credit, credit, credit. But when you reach that next level, nobody cares about your credit when you're doing a $50 million deal. Nobody cares about your credit. They care about the idea. Is it feasible? And number 2, do you have experience? So if you don't have experience and you want to buy a $50 million complex, go in and grab somebody, put them on your corp that has the experience. Okay, so what's the story and the experience, and is there equity? So we take advantage of other people's losses. It may not sound good, but we are capitalists. We should be. Instead of workers, we should be capitalists looking for capital for our business. And so the president of the United States, he lives in the Capitol Hill, right? Lives in the Capitol. The people that run this country, they work on Capitol Hill. So that's the 15%. They know better. That's why they do better. So we should be capitalists. What do? Well, I own a radio station. Well, I do hair. I drive truck. No, I'm a capitalist. I'm a businessman. I'm a businesswoman. And you got something I can capitalize on? Okay. I'm looking for capital. We don't fall in love with the business because the business don't love us. Okay. Love is compassion. A old guy named John Noble, very, very wealthy billionaire, taught me that lesson. He says, I says, John, this is my first restaurant. I love this place. He said, but are you making money? I says, no, but he said, sell it. I says, John, I love this. This is my baby. He says, you're too much of stupid. Sell it. I was insulted until I got home and told my wife what he said. And she thought about it. And the next morning, she woke me up in the middle of the night, actually. Derrick, I think you should sell it. I said,
Hmm.
I love this. He said, how can you love something don't love you back? If that car run you over, you love it, it will just stare at you. It won't cry for you. So you make the mistake of falling in love with the business. You're a capitalist. I'm not looking to sell cars. I'm looking for money. I'm not looking to entertain. I'm not looking to dance. That's over. We only do that, entertain, or play music, or sing, or dance, if we love it. We love what we're doing, but not because we need the money, because we know how to get the money.
So good. Well, you have an event that's coming up soon here in Houston. If you don't mind, just share a little bit about the event so the audience will have an idea.
Okay, yeah, we have they brought and put this thing in front of me here. We have Wealth Without Risk 2. And I've been here to Houston 3 times. I don't know why they call it 2. I was in Post Oak last time. And it's September 27th. And it's Wealth Without Risk. We're going to have Flipper Tea. Hype me up. I'll hype me up.
Hmm.
We're going to have Lil Kiki over here. Lil Kiki. And we're going to have Dasha Riley. She's got 2 law degrees on 2 continents, right? I brought her here to protect your business. Nobody showed you how to protect your business. So you need a trust, put the C corporation in a holding corp, all the assets, and then write a letter and say everything we own belongs to you. That's called a corporate veil. So you need to protect your money. It's the 7 structure. At the top is protection. And then you put the holding corp into a trust inside and outside the United States. That's how the big boys and the big girls do it. Then you go over here. C corp is to get the money. And you go down doing business as. So if you have an LLC or you have any of those, the C corp gets the money and it drives the money to where it needs to go. So you put your LLC underneath it as doing business as, and you can have as many as those as you want. So she's going to come in and teach how to protect your money. 2 law degrees on 2 continents. Dasha
Wow.
Riley. Then we have Roderick Porte. He got a standing ovation in Atlanta 2 months ago. This kid is going to teach you how to do your own credit because you need seed money first to do this thing. So they want to know who's going to PG, personal guarantee the money, since you're not giving us any documents. And you say, I am, because I have a good FICO, not a credit score, FICO, right? He's going to teach you about that credit, how to go in and get that stuff together if you believe that it is inaccurate, right? Okay. Then we're going to have over here Mark Jones. Remember, I said Obama said the Jobs Act, you can go in and do crowdfunding. Well, Mark Jones, and we have a company called InvestTank, and Mark Jones is going to teach you how to take that second level. So I'm going to teach the first level, and I'm going to teach, and then I'm going to let them outdo me, right? So then he's going to come in and show you the second level, Mark Jones, and a crowdfunding, and then we have that third level, building a fund. That's how they build skyscrapers, and that's how they buy malls. They don't go to the bank for $500 million. So we have a SEC attorney right here. Over here is the SEC attorney, and that's Eric Leander. So I'm going to bring a real SEC attorney and all these people. We're not talking entertainment. We're not doing joking and laughing and motivational speaking. Run across the hot coals. If you don't believe in yourself, your feet burn. You're not ready. We're not doing that, right? We're going to go in and we're going to teach for 11 hours. And you're not going to get up until the rest of you want to go to the bathroom or to eat or take a break. We're going to teach for 11 hours, and we're going to have little Kiki, and she's and talk about he's going to do his thing, and then he's a great businessman, so we're going to talk to
Mm-hmm.
him about his business and what made him a success, and then we have Flipper T. She's going to come in about, and what I like about that song is it's called Affirmations. Okay, affirm it, hype me up. If you don't hype me up, I'll hype me up. I like it. So she's going to come in, and then after that, 11 hours, then we're going to come in. We're going to have a party afterwards because we're going to need to bring it down. Right. We're also going to have Excedrin on both sides of the aisle. So in case you
I love it. I love it. Well, Mr. Whitehead, I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with the Success Chronicles, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for checking out this session. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Go get it.